Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep in the mountains, there lived a young man named Hiroshi. Hiroshi was known for his restless mind, always buzzing with thoughts and worries. He found it difficult to find peace within himself, and this inner turmoil affected every aspect of his life. Hiroshi longed for a way to empty his mind and find serenity amidst the chaos of his thoughts. One day, Hiroshi heard about a wise old monk who resided in a secluded temple at the top of a nearby mountain. The monk was renowned for his profound wisdom and his ability to guide others on their spiritual journeys. Intrigued by the stories he had heard, Hiroshi decided to seek out the monk and learn the secret to emptying his mind. The journey to the temple was treacherous, with steep and winding paths that seemed to go on forever. But Hiroshi's determination propelled himself forward, and after days of arduous travel, he finally reached the temple where he was greeted by the serene presence of the old monk. "I have come seeking guidance," Hiroshi said, bowing respectfully to the monk. "I wish to empty my mind and find peace within myself. Can you teach me?" The old monk smiled knowingly and gestured for Hiroshi to sit beside him. "Emptying the mind is not a task to be accomplished with forces or haste," he said gently. "It is a gradual process that requires patience, discipline, and self-reflection. Are you willing to embark on the journey?" Hiroshi nodded eagerly, his heart filled with hope, and so under the guidance of the old monk, Hiroshi began his training. The first lesson the monk taught him was the art of mindfulness. He instructed Hiroshi to sit quietly by a flowing stream and to observe the water without judgment or analysis. At first, Hiroshi found it difficult to keep his mind from wandering, but with practice, he began to notice the intricate patterns of the water, the way it flowed effortlessly over and around obstacles. As Hiroshi deepened his practice of mindfulness, he realized that the thoughts in his mind were like the rushing currents of the stream. They came and went, sometimes gentle and calm, other times turbulent and chaotic. He learned to observe his thoughts without getting caught up in them, simply allowing them to pass through his awareness like leaves floating down the stream. The second lesson the old monk taught Hiroshi was the art of letting go. They climbed to the top of the mountain, where the monk led Hiroshi to a beautiful garden filled with vibrant flowers and lush greenery. In the center of the garden stood a magnificent cherry blossom tree, its branches swaying gently in the breeze. "Observe the tree," the monk instructed Hiroshi. "Notice how it stands tall and proud, yet remains flexible, bending with the wind. Learn from the tree and practice the art of letting go." Hiroshi watched as the cherry blossom tree gracefully surrendered its blossoms to the wind, releasing them one by one. He realized that holding on to thoughts and attachments only caused suffering and prevented him from finding inner peace. With each falling blossom, Hiroshi felt a sense of release, as if a weight had been lifted from his shoulders. As Hiroshi continued to train, he encountered many challenges along the way. Sometimes his mind would become overwhelmed with worries and fears, but the old monk always offered gentle guidance and reminders to return to the present moment. One day, as Hiroshi sat in meditation, a powerful storm swept through the mountains. The thunder rolled and the rain poured relentlessly. Hiroshi felt a surge of panic rise within him, his mind becoming a whirlwind of fear and anxiety. He rushed to the old monk, seeking solace and guidance. The old monk welcomed Hiroshi with a calm smile, unfazed by the storm raging outside. He motioned for Hiroshi to join him in the meditation hall and instructed him to sit in stillness despite the chaos around them. As Hiroshi closed his eyes and focused on his breath, the old monk began to speak softly, his words carrying the weight of profound wisdom. "Embrace the storm within you, just as nature embraces the storms that pass through. Observe the tempest of thoughts and emotions, without resistance or judgment. Allow them to arise and subside like the passing storm." Hiroshi took in the monk's words slowly, realizing that the key to emptying his mind was not to suppress or escape his thoughts, but rather acknowledge and accept them fully. He understood that true peace could only be found by being present in the midst of storms both within and without.